going for a crazy walk with our pal Casey. Are we ready? Let's go. If you've ever lived in Collingwood for any length of time, you've probably seen Casey. Bustling around town in his impressive wheelchair, Casey is never without his uplifting music. Born and raised here, Casey has cerebral palsy, but he doesn't let that slow him down. Casey's my neighbor and my friend, so we spent the day together cruising the streets, hitting up Starbucks, and solving the problems of the world. As we rolled through town, Casey opened up about his life in Collingwood, his love of music, and his passion for connecting with people. As we sat in Starbucks, he used his wheelchair's impressive computer to order his drink, showing me how he navigates everything with just his head, from opening screens to moving the cursor and communicating with text to speech. He shared that before the pandemic, he had a fulfilling volunteer role that gave him purpose, and now he's actively looking for an opportunity to get back into it.
I really love Big Brothers Big Sisters.
That was your favorite. Then we dove into accessibility. On October 1st, Ace Cabs officially stopped operating in Collingwood. And although their accessible cabs still run from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m., that's only until their town contract finishes on March 31st.
How can I get out in winter because I need accessible transportation?
And Casey's not alone. His biggest concern is that you have to book these cabs 2 days in advance, and you can't predict when it's going to rain or snow. Just like you and me, Casey has a busy social life. He likes to go out with his friends, and to hockey games, and to live shows. Many events start after 5 p.m., and he also needs an option to get home. Buses stop running at 9 p.m., so all of this has Casey stressed and wishing he could just have the same independence as other 47-year-olds. Luckily, it was a gorgeous day, so we hit the main street back to our neighborhood, stopping in at a few stores and saying hi to people before meeting up with Casey's mom, Sheila.
Tell me about this chair, because this chair is like amazing.
Heavy duty.
Who designed it? How did this come into your
Down
life?
in, well, I don't know what's it called now, Holland Bloorview in Toronto. And it was, when we started, Ontario Crippled Children's Centre. That's not a very nice name.
Oh.
Amazing, smart people that could hook things up to do. And the biggest thing was trying to figure out with each child what access worked for them. Some, it could be a hand, some it could be a knee, but Casey's best way of running things is with his hand. We did different things, didn't we? They had different machines through the years, and some kind of worked, some didn't work, but we were always, give us a prototype, well, try it and see it. And that's just kind of how we keep on going. If you're trying, figuring out something, well, our hands up, we'll give it a whirl. Some researchers from the States, a couple from Europe, and whatever else, and they're all working on this AI to make it better for augmentative communication. It's not just him, but you're one of the first. You and John.
So you're sort of trailblazers.
Mm-hmm. There's 2 or 3 of them that are like right around his age, that when all this technology started rolling, that all got in on the ground. It's really, it's fun. It's been a challenge. Sometimes when they give you a piece of equipment and they think, if there were more hours in the day, this would work.
Yeah.
But there aren't. So you know what? We can't keep doing this. And okay, well, chuck that one out and then something else would come through. And yeah, it's been fun. We had, his name was Earl Gilroy over at Cameron. He was so interested in accepting Casey into like the nursery school or kindergarten is when you started. And that he said, we're not putting any label on him. He was ahead of in his thinking. We're not putting a label on him or anything else. We're just going to make it work. They got the elevator in the high school. That's how it came.
Because of you.
Yeah.
Did you get a plaque? What would the hope be in terms of finding a solution for this accessibility? Do you think transit is the answer? Do you think someone from Uber might step up?
I don't know. Because of the cost of it. And I just think revamping, to me, right now, revamping and rethinking transportation. You have all these big buses. They are accessible, and expanding the hours would make sense.
You're so smart and you understand everything that's going on around you. Is it super frustrating when people don't realize how smart you are and how they don't need to dumb things down for you?
Or talk to me, not like people would talk to me because I'm standing there. Just ask him, he'll tell you. The whole group of kids that went to school with you, there were some parents that we would meet afterwards, and they said, until we saw Casey, we had no idea that he was in a wheelchair, because the kid never mentioned that. They just talk about their friend Casey.
Aw.
And I said, well, that's really the way it should be. He wasn't any different. He was just in their class, and it was so funny that wasn't part of their story.
It's amazing.
Yeah, not what they saw.